Hello, I'm John Proxy and Tonic John West. I'm having a Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair Adventure. And something in this picture doesn't make any sense.
Here!
That bit over there.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all. I see. And is that it?
Nagato said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo. Means there are other contradictions contained within it. But that doesn't make sense in this picture.
Here! You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
So the floors are sitting on top of each other.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like
You never
this.
said we were. You said we were symbols of hope.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
And it's solved all the problems so far.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue. You talking about that one time?
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind Funhouse's structure? The reason Nagato appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this! Off the button. Sorry. What a weird game. Yeah, I was trying to think about it, but then I fell down and a hole in my brain. Dun, dun, dun. Question 1. Does Strawberry House both exist? Grape House. Oh, what? That was cheeky! Question 2. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or two different buildings? They're the same building. God, I meant to say the other one. I literally said they're the same building and then went to the wrong one. Oh, I'm going to stay down for that bit.
We will never give up!
You putting in much drag is a good idea. Do I have to start again? It's annoying. Oh, John! They exist. They're the same building. How do I do this bit then? It speeds me up because of the thing. How are strawberry houses? They are vertically. How are strawberry house and grape house positioned with each other? Vertically.
It's all coming together! Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
So, he sarcastically said about it turning, but it going up and down, that's mechanically similar. To the point that I'm taking it as a win for my idea.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
Like, my idea was they were perpendicular, rather than on top of each other.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
course, it's a 6-story building. It's about murdering each other. Strawberry House is located floors above Grape House, below Grape House.
Crap!
So I get the concept. I never process.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them.
I'll be honest, it never occurred to me that I'd be like, well, you can't have square rooms or hexagonal rooms. Like, it's never a thing that I...
And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Yes, I want it.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those 2 houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
No, it's the same tower. There's a lift in it.
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them! I'm gonna solve this mystery!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy! Damn it!
Right.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent!
No fair! You
So which...
Shut up! Just pick one of them! I'm gonna solve it.
Then hurry up! One of the bodies was actually a
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct.
You're magnificent!
No fair! So which one? Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Okay. Akane is the killer then?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the
Was actually a dummy!
Damn it! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers.
Okay, I'll try a strange feeling.
Was actually a dummy!
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong! Because it's stupid.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Which we didn't get a choice to use.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, but the parts I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body will move too. I get that, just wasn't
right
a
up until that
thing.
moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
See, I'm worried that Kazuchi will kill Gundam, because he's got a good reason to.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
The floor moved.
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
But that same device spins 360, so why can't the room spin like a device like that? Yeah, it's called a lift. An elevator, whatever. Oh, crap. Elevator.
I got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button,
It took a while for it to open.
Yes, I noticed that.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Well, that's nice.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
It all originated from outside of the funhouse. Things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. Things that we brought in. That includes the body, the pillar, the oil, and we've been talking about that stuff for a while now, well, the pillars. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact they all moved within the elevator. They were all on the floor.
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
Because it was on the... it's on the wall. The wall doesn't move up and down, just the floor.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
It doesn't have walls. So, only the floor moves.
I see! So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
See, that's the bit I figured out. That the floor moves by itself and not the walls. Well, I thought it had like internal walls or whatever. Yeah, I did. I thought it had like internal walls and external walls. It's a bit complex, but just I made it perpendicular rather than vertical.
Only the floor moved?
I was 90%. No, I wasn't. Hang on. I was 50% there.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
So, hang on. What's holding the floor up?
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
Nowhere? I don't know. We couldn't see from that angle of the picture.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
Yeah, you're supposed to be siblings.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Oh, yeah.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand.
Yeah, to be fair, my theory of it being weirdly perpendicular and it turning to meet us was a bit of a weird, yeah.
And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
I mean, that kind of looks like two buildings, but whatever. One tower and one building. But whatever. I know what it means.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Yeah, they were trying to get away with murder.
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Yeah, it turns 180 degrees. You know what? I did not realise that they walk out of one room. I didn't realise this elevator had two doors.
But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree, what does this mean? 180 degrees, there's already an account. If the two houses are connected vertically and the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. In fact, when my back was facing the elevator, yep, the thing he literally just told us, yes. I went through this. He told me about the 180 degrees thing. How can I break through this contradiction? Kazuchi's account? For Yahiko's account, even. No, Kazuchi's account.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Damn it!
It's one of those ones where it technically contradicts all of them.
If the two houses are connected
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong! I like that she always sidetracking.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses,
Oh look, an elevator can rotate. That means the tower could also rotate.
it also rotated 180 degrees.
I like the camera moving, lovely.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Sorry, I was confused with that.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
That makes a lot more sense than what I imagined.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
Bear! I can't do it. The way he says bear is really amusing to me. Very, I'm gonna say very American, but like, might be Canadian, I'm not sure. Don't phone in and tell me.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
8-sided shape.
I see!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
I do forget they're like literally kids, but like, who doesn't know what an octagon is? You learn that when you're very young. Square, circle, triangle. Maybe octagon's not that age, but yeah.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
What?
Here! You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Oh yeah, what? Yeah, this isn't a mystery, is it?
Why is that place the Octagon?
Because it's octagonal.
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
That's why I picked that place, by the way, because it was 6+.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
Fair enough.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
Blood's on the top of the pillar. I propose that he was wired up the top, the lift went down, and he was dropped. Still, there's no way to kill him. Just to swing him into the pillar.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Oh, okay. Well, we're only 36 minutes in, so I'm going to carry on.
Hiya!
Why, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to it. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is seriously stupidly. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stupidly, huh? That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack, incorporating all three of these, would be... Ta-da! Stupidly.
Huh?
Hawawa, there's a fart hidden in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious stupatly.
Oh, they recorded that line. I like that. Like, that's the most obvious one. That's the one she missed. I imagine, like, the translators getting that joke and going, what are we going to do with that? Because that's obviously the Japanese joke translated.
Hello! I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
Rabbits are known to have good battery technology.
And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really all right to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
You said you wanted to die before.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
There was... I think it was last episode where I was talking about something and I was like, oh yeah, there's a thing I wanted to tell you. And then I did a preamble and went, oh crap, I've forgotten what I was going to say. And halfway through the episode I thought I remembered. No, I've actually remembered the point I was going to make. Also, my face isn't right. There we go. The point I was making and completely forgot about was this. The games... Every time there's a murder, there's a sort of ironic echo for all the murders that explain some of the actions. So in the first game, I first noticed this I first noticed it in Murder 4, I think? Murder 3. But as soon as I heard it, I realised they did it in Murder 2 as well. And they may have done it in other ones. But 2 and 3 are the one I remember. So, in the second murder, when you're told, in the first game... Oh, why's my face? I look slim. The second murder in the first game is the murder of the boy who looks like a girl. The biker killed him for various reasons. So our motivation is that our secrets are going to be revealed. I and the main character go like, you know, because his secret is that he wet the bed, and it's like, cool, just tell everyone. Like, take away that motivation. And Byakuya says, don't assume that your secrets, you know, just because your secrets are don't assume that don't assume other people's internal thoughts. Right, just because your secret is nothing doesn't mean everyone's secret is nothing, right? Now, I didn't realise that was a thing they were doing, but in the third murder, I did. Which was... No, it was the fourth murder, sorry. It was this murder, that's why it's important. So second and fourth, I can't remember what the third murder is. So the one where Oga kills herself, Byakuya assumes it's Aoi, and Kyoko says before even the murder happens, I think, you know, that people have feelings. Don't disregard people's feelings, and that's supposed to tell us that Aoi would never have killed Oga. That Oga would selflessly kill herself to save Aoi. Right? And so we have these callback lines that are supposed to help us with our motivation. That's what these lines are for. They're like, if you catch them, they're supposed to say, how would the killer interpret the motivation? That's the important thing. And the game is showing its hand, it's trying to be clever, going, well, look, we're just going to hang a single line. That's why I thought it was really important when I caught Chiaki, when Chiaki says, "Oh, you shouldn't judge appearance. You should look deeper than appearances," right? When Hiyoko made that display to honor Mihiru, she was the only one that realised it was a gesture of goodwill rather than a taunt. So I was all excited. I've seen it, I've spotted the echo. Now I actually don't know if they would have helped me or not, but this case doesn't seem to have one. I've missed it, and that's what I thought was interesting, and that somehow relates to something to do with the thing I was talking about before. Anyway, we're like halfway through that thought. That's really what. It's frustrating that sometimes I have a thought and it's so... I was about to say, it's so complex, the thought. And, well, it's just the way I meander while explaining relatively simple stuff. I forget the point I'm making. It's quite frustrating. Also, I'm frustrated that my face isn't looking.
Akane! You're drooling waterfalls?
Nagato, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building's structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
They dropped him.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? Well, we'll find that out on the next episode. I'm going to let you go. I've been John Fox on Tunnel John West. I've been having a Nope, I can't save it. He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilised the building structure. Whoop. Falling.
I see! That's it? I think he might have died from falling.
Cool. Now I'm gonna... With that revelation out of the way, I've been John Fox on John West. I've been having a Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Adventure. see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.